dog, I gotta get it how I live. Got me shawty tryna live life. I can't follow my dog and I ain't got much to give. But baby, fighting for tonight.
Podcast, Relatable versus Debatable. This is our first episode. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. It's your girl, Charvon.
And it's your boy, Hey Ty. We in here.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sappy.
Man, let me tell you the stuff that we went through just to get to this point.
Oh, my God.
Listen.
This was the longest journey ever, y'all.
It's fucking 10 o'clock. Let me just put that into perspective.
We've been doing this shit for 6 hours.
No, we started at like 3, 7.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it is 6 hours.
I posted a picture an hour and a half in on Instagram, and that shit say 7 hours. Wow.
Sappy don't know math, y'all. 3 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. is definitely 7 hours.
Right,
but we're not going to speak on that. Let's get back to this journey, how we got to where we got.
Are you finished or are you done?
I think that we're just blessed to be in this situation, that the mics work, and the podcast will be coming out. So
let's talk about the bullshit about these mics not working, y'all. We paid for 3 fucking mics, and we're only working on 2. Let's just say that.
Man.
But look, we making it work, though, so it's all good.
Yeah, it was a lot of emotions in the first half. You got us in the first half, not gonna lie. Like, that was crazy.
So y'all bear with us, because this is our first episode, so obviously there gonna be some kinks in this bitch, but
man, and if all these shits is this long, I don't know. Like,
but we
this might be the only episode y'all get.
We're gonna make sure we keep the laughs coming and the conversations going.
All right. So guess what? Our first topic of discussion for today is dating during Corona. Have y'all had any positive feedback from dating during Corona?
I've had positive feedback, but no positive Corona tests. But dating during COVID. Oh goodness gracious! Let's just say it's a difficult thing. You know, you got your scary people out here. Ooh, I don't want to catch COVID. But you know, what
scary,
do you
nigga?
It's like
that's a reality.
It is reality, but that don't mean everybody's not gonna be scary out here though.
But niggas die every day.
No,
niggas die every day.
No, they shouldn't be. They don't have to be.
No, they should be.
It's dudes.
They have to be.
It's dudes out here carrying guns. I'm supposed to walk down the street scared every day.
Yes.
No. What kind of? Why?
You're supposed to carry a gun too.
But why I'm gonna sit up here and walk in? Why I'm gonna walk in fear all day because of something somebody might have, on their head, or a disease that they might have but they don't? I'm still taking my precautions. I'm still wearing my mask.
But
I'm
I
social
feel like
distancing.
a female saying, "Oh no, COVID," is her taking a precaution.
What? No. I mean, no. You're absolutely right. Don't get me wrong. However, there are females who, let me say women, because I know how females, women feel about when men say females. But no, there are women out here who are cautious, but there are also women out here who, like myself, it's like, I'm not that scary. I'm not scary about it. It's like, I'm going to take my little precautions, but I still want to go out, have a good time.
I'm speaking from personal experience as an essential worker. I'm going to stay my ass at home. FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, Uvu. All right? We got them all.
Not Uvu.
Uvu.
No,
it's
it is
Uvu.
Uvu.
It's
Uvu.
Uvu.
But we haven't had
Definitely
Uvu
Uvu.
in forever.
I mean,
House party at
bring
least.
it back.
Right, definitely house party. House party was jumping.
I mean, we could play some games. I'm saying you can have a dinner date over a Zoom call. I'm telling you, there's multiple things you can do as dating during Corona where you don't have to meet up. You can still learn about the person. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got all these dating apps.
And I think it's been a positive experience so far. I think from the female perspective, at least. I'm not a male, so I can't speak on that. But I will say that men have to get to know women a lot more than they were before. Like,
damn right.
Like, they had to try a lot harder via text, via FaceTime, via all that stuff before they can even get to the point, before they even get a chance. You're not going to get the chance to talk to nobody until you put in that work. And that's developing skills that we have lost as this generation, like this instant generation who always gets things when they want them, and they don't have to wait for anything. I think it's called like a microwave generation or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that is bringing back positive into dating as well.
Into life because you have to actually sit.
But I do
man, positive for women, not positive for men.
How's it not positive for men?
No, I'm joking.
Look, the shots that's being sent right now, they crazy. Cause you telling me my smile is pretty when I got a mask on my face the whole day? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
Absolutely, I will say that dating during COVID is forcing men to be more creative. Like she said, it's like we can't compliment your smile. Most of the women are honestly not even dressed up like that because like where y'all going?
Up in their house, just put
in a house.
Crocs on their feet.
Absolutely.
Look good in some sweatpants.
In the house, but I'm talking about you going down to the supermarket real quick, trying to go get you some organic peppers. You going throw on some sweats. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about women.
Oh, all right.
But then if I see you, I'm forced to, I got to step my game up all the way.
It should have been that way from the jump.
No, it should have been.
It was that way at the jump, and then we jumped over that way.
But this is the thing.
And now we jumping back.
It's just forcing you to be more creative. Let's be real. As a teacher, okay, I'm a great teacher, but, when it comes to virtual teaching, what? You should have been a great virtual teacher from the jump? No. It's just it's a different aesthetic, so it's just making you gotta switch some things around. It does not mean that teachers can't teach. It just means you gotta switch it up. So it don't mean dudes don't got game out here. They just gotta switch the game up because you can't use that same game as if things are what they were. It's not. You really gotta get to know a woman. Like really have to get to know a woman. You really gotta put in effort to go different places. There's not many places to go outside. Hey, Netflix and chill. Come to the crib. I got a bottle. Let's smoke. Like, okay, getting past that.
But I think you can finish what you said.
Yeah, I'm just saying, getting past that. What can you do? And it's forcing men to really get out here and be creative. That's all I'm saying.
I think you've had a privilege all these years, actually. Because there's plenty of niggas who have to try hard every day before COVID and be more creative.
So what's my privilege?
I don't know, but you get hoes, so whatever it is, it's working.
I don't get hoes at all.
Sophisticated ladies.
Okay.
Women,
are
drawn to me.
Exactly.
They are attracted to me, but
now it's not happening because of COVID.
I'm gonna just leave it at
mad.
that. Who's mad? I'm not mad.
You got to be more creative.
That's not me being mad. That's me stating the facts. I'm okay with that because I'm a creative individual. I don't mind doing what I got to do to get the woman that I want. I will be creative. I will step over those lines. I will be uncomfortable. That's perfectly fine. But I'm speaking for the brothers out there who
was ugly before COVID, ugly now, and
exactly.
Your mask be saving people's lives,
and they still can't. You know what I'm saying? They can't get with it.
And teeth is my thing. Like, if I see your teeth and your teeth are messed up, we not talking. We not nothing. Like, I'm out. But now,
you could get Invisalign. You could get braces.
I don't care, because what if I procreate with you and then the kids come out with the sharp
teeth? And they can get Invisalign and they could get braces. I'm sure by the time you have kids, there's going to be some new invention that, like, miraculously fixes teeth in, like, 10 days.
I guess.
Eventually.
I don't like that. I don't know. To me, a smile is the gateway into, like, I know it's like cheesy, but it's like a gateway into
very
people.
Cheesy.
Yeah.
Cheesy.
You know what? It's cool. I can be cheesy.
So how have y'all been meeting people?
Cyber dating. Come on now. Yeah. Tinder, Bumble. What's that? That Black People's Meet. Christian Mingle. Shout out to all the dating apps.
Nigga, did you say Christian Mingle?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Did you sign up on Christian Mingle?
Nah, but I'm not against it.
Shout out to getting a second job. If you get a second job, get in like a food service industry, because niggas will always want to talk to you. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, they just want to see you. They're like, oh my God, it's a female. Like, they don't know how to act after that.
They're like, another species.
Man, working in food service, I think that's the gateway. I think that's the way you get your self-confidence up. Then leave immediately, because you'll never want to eat again.
Yeah, McDonald's was my first job.
And that's where you...
I ain't get no hoes though.
Yeah, you did. I was gonna say that.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
These new
you got the classy women working at McDonald's.
ladies.
I've always always drove through the drive-thru of McDonald's, loving, to pick up a classy man working there. I'm dead. No, but really, I think it has changed, like, the perceptions that we have when it comes to gender roles in relationships as well.
Well, you know what? When you just spoke on gender roles, I want to speak on something as far as gender roles. I'm curious. I'm so curious, and maybe I'm a guy and I think this, but I would really love to hear the woman's perspective without really being biased and just saying no because you're women. But I hear often, especially when it comes to approaching somebody you're either interested in or you're attracted to, women's favorite line, "Oh, I'm not going after him. He gonna have to come after me." And I think that's funny because they love to say, "Well, he need to be a man and approach me." But I'm like, what does that have to do with being a man? And I feel like women use that against men. Women use that against men because they're actually afraid and they don't want to be turned down and rejected. Let's be real. I think everybody's afraid of rejection.
Everybody's afraid of rejection.
But women will sit up there and say, "You know what? I'm gonna let that man be a man, and he gonna have to come to me."
I think it's
because
I think it's just old-fashioned thinking.
Again, old-fashioned. Yes, it was done back in the day, but not really. But my point is, even back in the day when it was first thought of, was it? I think it was truly because women was just afraid of being rejected.
Honestly, I'm afraid of being rejected, so I tell you that.
Yeah.
I hate going up to men.
But
I hate it.
I think that's true in a sense. But
In a
it's
sense,
also,
I take that.
But look, it's also not in the way you think. Because you think, okay, they're afraid of being rejected in that moment, saying, "Oh, I like you." Well, I don't like you. But honestly, what they're thinking about is 2 months from now when you cheat on them with their sister's brother, cousin, and they trying to figure out what the fuck going on, and they don't know. And then they get rejected, and they're like, "I'm not putting myself through that again. I should never meet a nigga at the gas station anymore," or some shit like that.
That is real.
I mean, it's funny that you would say that, but yet women will let a man approach them and still get cheated on.
Yes.
So now what?
Yes, they not gonna do it again, and I do it again. Dot dot.
Wait, they're not gonna do what again?
They're gonna be more selective at who's they let approach
No,
them. So
I
they
mean,
might let you approach them.
Women are selective regardless.
But that's what I'm saying. Where do you
So
think they get that selective?
they're gonna be
from?
more selective.
They don't come out the womb like, "Oh my God,
I don't like this, I don't like this, I want this,
When
I
you
want
was
this.
in high school, girls was everywhere. They was not selective at all.
No, you're right.
Now
Hold on,
you
stop. Hold on.
Error.
Let me give y'all my philosophy, my theory on men and women growing up.
Philosophy.
Absolutely. Here we go. Here's my philosophy. I noticed. I'm trying to tell you, in high school, I was afraid. To do anything. Sexual kiss, hug, grab booty, like all of that.
How the times have changed.
But then, it's like girls were so fast in high school. In high school, girls was really trying to get it in.
So
Dudes was hold on. Dudes was trying to kick it with their mans, play Madden, play football, whatever the case is. But then, as we grow up, then men realize, man, I'm trying to get on these hoes, quote unquote.
Like, I got my period. I'm not trying to have these.
Right. Then Calm the
fuck down.
Then it switch up. Then girls be like, but at this point, girls that thought they was gonna get married in the 10th, 11th, 12th grade, they done got screwed over. Oh my God,
they got screwed over
he don't love me no more. Then you go to college or you finish high school.
No, college
then,
is that point.
Then
right there.
every nigga ain't shit. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me if you don't got this. So
Because
then
that is
the
our
role reversal switches up immensely.
You wanna know why? It's driven by sex. So women mature faster than men.
Absolutely.
In most ways. Even puberty is earlier than men. So in our minds, we want sex a lot earlier than you guys are even thinking about sex.
Fast asses.
That's just how it happens. That's
like
just
body,
genetic.
Yeah.
And when we're not getting the sex that we require, we kind of suppress our sexual feelings. So we learn to deal with suppressed sexual feelings over time, and we learn to control it. Now y'all are just coming out of a period where y'all are not learning to control it. Y'all never had to control it because y'all old enough now to where y'all can fuck whoever you want, whenever you want.
Everything you want.
So now y'all are like, "Oh, we want to have sex," and now we like, oh, I can have sex with you, but I'm gonna get something out of it because I can control my feelings. You can't. You want this.
What are you gonna get out of having sex?
You just said they looking for money or a ticket or something like that, right?
So what you're saying is women are prostitutes.
No.
What the fuck?
No.
You said get something out of it. So if you get money out of having sex with a man, is that or is that not what prostitutes do?
So wait. You're telling me if you have sex with a woman and she signs you up with the opportunity to make money, that was prostitution.
No, if she signs me up, if she signs me up with an opportunity, if she's getting money for us having sex, then yes, she's a prostitute.
But what you just said was that women are looking for some man with money, or they're looking for something out of it, like a free meal or something, right?
I didn't say that. I just said receiving money afterwards. That's a prostitute.
Okay, so like if you think about it in a city girl situation or a scamming situation.
Yeah, prostitutes.
Okay,
whatever. So city girls are prostitutes.
You hear their lyrics? Based on the definition of a prostitute. Somebody pull up.
It's called I don't work jobs, bitch, I am a job.
We about to pull up the definition of a prostitute.
Oh Lord, so we need the specific definition so that we can know what's
Okay,
going
but
on.
Back to what I was saying. We think of it as tricking because I know this nigga.
Which is another form of prostitution.
I know this nigga is going to do this for me because he wants this out of me. So I'm going to make him do this for me, do some other things for me, and then see how much I could get out of him and still not perform that task because I have been sexually suppressed for years.
I cannot relate. I want a wholesome relationship, so I don't understand what these fools are talking about.
That is
Look, I'm not even saying I've been a part of that, but I'm just talking about what goes on in society.
We understand what goes on in the world. Like, we don't have to, subscribe to it necessarily. Like, you guys should subscribe to this channel. But we do have to, understand, see it, make it relatable or debatable. Feel me?
Absolutely. And no, I don't think women are prostitutes. Come on, that's a joke. But there are some exchanges that happen in between relationships. But that's what a relationship is all about. But whether it be money, food,
And I think guys was just taking it too far. Like before COVID, they was like, I don't take girls out on dates. Like, you seen all that stuff on Twitter. I don't take girls out on dates because I want to get to know them before I pay for them to go somewhere.
Well, that's the point of a fucking date. Out on a date, if you personally invite somebody out on a date, you need to pay. If I say, hey, let's go out on a date, it may, imply that we can go half and half on it, or I pay for both of us. But if you specifically ask me to go, hey, we're going out on a date, I'm taking you out on a date, then that means your ass need to pay.
The crazy thing for me is I don't understand guys fully, but I understand some things about guys. So for you to say I don't know her like that to pay for her to have a date, but if she jumped up and was like, hey, let's have sex, and you would say yes, then why would you do that? Like, you would go ahead and have sex with somebody who you don't know like that, but you won't pay for them to have food.
So have you seen that video on Twitter going around where the dude was like, he won't kiss a girl having sex, but he will have sex with her?
Yeah, like you respect your dick.
So you allow your dick to catch an STD, but you don't kiss a girl.
But they say kissing is more intimate than sex. That's what they say. That's what
you
I heard.
telling me a kiss? Then putting your penis in a vagina.
Or putting your butt. Going through the motions of procreating.
No, don't get me wrong. I hear what you're saying, but some people will say that kissing is more intimate than literally the act of just putting your dick inside of somebody.
So what if this incident that you have ends up procreating and you have a kid? So now you thinking, oh, me having sex with a lady and having a kid, that's not intimate, but me kissing her, no.
You know what? I see both sides of this just because, I don't know. I don't like people like that. So it's like, sometimes you have to scratch your back, That doesn't mean I want you to be there the whole time I scratch my back. That don't mean I want you to caress my back. That don't mean I want you to, put lotion on my back and do all. I just said scratch it. You could leave. Scratch it, then leave. Like, you get what I'm saying? No.
I mean, I hear you.
I get it.
But I don't know. I can see it because, I don't know. I could see kissing being more intimate, especially when both are combined.
I feel like kissing is more intimate when you are in an intimate relationship with somebody.
In this generation that was raised on, like, tip drill and things like that.
we were raised on tip drill.
But Sabby, based on what you said, hold on. But Sabby, based on what you said, yeah, kissing is intimate when you're intimate with somebody. But most of these people ain't out here trying to be intimate with nobody. They just trying to have some sex.
Exactly.
And get up out of there. So, I think that answers your question. If they're not intimate with that person, yes, he's going to have sex with them versus kissing them.
But I'm saying, I feel like you can still kiss someone and it not be intimate.
And I think you're very,
you could, but then it's like, who wants to do that?
I mean, it's in the
act. You can also have sex with somebody and not get that itch scratch. So, I mean.
That is true.
And then, so you were just in a fucked up situation.
Literally.
And we call that an entanglement.
An entanglement, in the words of Jada. An entanglement.
I'm weak. That's funny, though. But for real, yeah, it's real bad. It's real bad.
I mean, yeah, but everybody out here got their own desires, their own suppressions, things that they want, things that they like, things they don't like. I mean, to each his own. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own options, but what's important to them and what's not. What's considered intimacy, some people love kissing and will say it's not intimate. I'm sorry, some people don't like kissing and they don't think it's intimate. Some people like kissing and they think it is intimate. Some people like kissing and it's no type of intimacy maybe with the person that they're dealing with. So, I mean, it all depends on the situation at the end of the day.
And then when you think about it from a psychological standpoint, some people, didn't receive their first kiss, before things happen to them. So they tend to, you really have to treat everybody as if you know nothing about them going into what they know, because everybody has been affected differently by different things in the world. Mm-hmm. So you can't just make assumptions for everybody based on, what you dealt with in the past and things like that.
But I feel like that's with any relationship. You can't have that mentality of, I know exactly what I'm getting into. You kind of have a clean slate every time you're in a.
But unfortunately,
don't get me wrong.
Guess how many people do not see it that way?
No, don't get me wrong. Red flags do exist.
I mean, red flags
if you
exist.
See some of the same characteristics happening constantly, you are a dummy for letting them happen to you.
Again, no, you're right. There are such things as red flags. However, I feel like when you do get into a relationship, you can't take what happened in that last relationship into the next relationship.
True.
I know,
but so many people still do it.
So many people do that
and
shit
I also
over
feel
and
like
over.
You need to separate relationships more.
Exactly.
Some people are just dating their last relationship because they never gave themselves time to breathe. They just go into the next relationship, go into the next
I don't
relationship.
understand
that rebound relationship.
But it always is another rebound.
But let me tell you, I knew this girl who was in a relationship. Sharon, you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. She was still living with her old nigga and was dating a new nigga. Moved in with that new nigga. I'm like, sis.
Sheesh.
Sis, you can't even let your coochie breathe.
That's heavy.
Let the coochie cool.
Let the coochie cool down at all. She ain't even just let that shit defrost.
She must have been in the food industry.
She was just going in.
And I take the chicken out the freezer.
But I think she was one of those people who just didn't like to be alone. And I don't understand it because I feel like if something didn't happen the last time, you need to just sit and reevaluate. And after that evaluation, just then see what works and then move on.
I don't think it's that, but I also don't think that people don't know themselves well enough.
What people think is love is not love. So truly, people may actually think that they're loving themselves. They really may really think that I'm loving myself because I'm doing this.
Disconnect of how people not knowing who they are or not loving themselves is.
Well, people don't know what love truly is. That's the disconnect. When you think love is this, but it's not.
So where do you think that stems from?
Just how we grow up, environment, society-based things like that. And that's just a fact. That's what.
Yeah.
So whether you missing your mama, you missing your daddy, you missing both parents, you got abused. It's a society-based issue.
And the definition of love is always changing from generation to generation because. If I were to ask...
What is Webster's new definition of love? Because it probably changes every 2 weeks.
Is actually, but if I were to ask, an older generation, what's your definition of love? And they'll be like, somebody coming home, working, and, taking care of their kids. It's like, that's not love. Like, nigga, you just described a job.
According to Webster, love is an intense feeling of deep affection. Or a deep romantic or sexual attachment to someone.
So love.
So now
love is just out here going to having sex with everything you see.
I was told that lust and love were two different things growing up.
It is. It's
absolutely. So with that being said, what's the definition of lust then?
Well, it says also
let's see if that definition changes.
And pleasure in something, or a person or thing that one loves. But I feel like, you're not supposed to use the word in.
Look up the definition of lust. Let's see if that has changed.
Oxford Journal has said that lust is a very strong sexual desire, or having a very strong sexual desire for someone.
So I feel like you can have a sexual. That's probably the problem too.
Love can occur without having a sexual desire for someone.
Yeah, but I feel like people love sex. So if you love sex, and then you might get that.
So is that what the confusion is? You love sex so much that you think you love that person.
So can you say that lust is a part of love?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Lust is like love is the umbrella, and lust is like one of the.
So I guess the reality is lust is acceptable with
when you
love
someone, yes.
But lust is not acceptable as a single entity.
You can be infatuated with somebody, like
absolutely.
To the point where you're not, paying attention to nothing else. You just on that person all the time.
Absolutely.
And that's lust. But if that doesn't actually have connections of love, like if you think about it at the base level and you think about that person's personality and all this stuff, and you don't care about none of that but their body, then that's not love. Like, I don't know.
All right, so before we wrap things up, I just got one question. Sabi, you remember your first kiss?
So we're going to skip that.
Sharvon, you remember your first kiss?
Yes, I do, actually.
Let's hear it.
We're not going to talk about that.
Well, I just won't show this show to my family.
Oh, never mind. We want to keep
moving along.
So my first kiss actually happened. My sister used to babysit this boy and this girl, and the girl was like real young, and then the boy would want to play like karate and stuff or whatever, and I was like, he's always beating my ass like every time, and I would just like be tough because I'm not, I ain't no bitch.
Wait, how old are you?
Probably 8. I don't know.
Oh damn, I was married.
Yeah, I think I was 8. It could have been earlier than that.
I was like
but I think
6.
he was like.
I was in like kindergarten.
Yeah, I was like 6. I get it.
I don't think I was. Yeah.
But honestly, when I even counted, it was just a little boy like, "Hey, kiss me," and I was like, "Sure."
No, he was like kiss. He was like, "Let's kiss," and I was like, "Okay." I never kissed before, so I was like, "Okay." So I gave him a little kiss on the cheek. He was like, "No, not like that, like this." And my sisters, they was bad babysitters. For them to have as many kids as they have now, they probably should not have babysitted. Like every instance where they were babysitting somebody, they either like just left, had dudes over, stuff like that.
Nah.
It was just but so we weren't getting any attention paid to us at all. So we was just in the corner kissing, and then every time I come over, we would kiss. We would kiss for like 15 minutes.
This thing was like loving basketball.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Basketball head ass.
And that was my first kiss.
Nah, so my first kiss, I had to be about 6 or 7. She was probably the same age, and I just remember being over one of my uncle's house, and it wasn't too many kids around, but we running around the house, and then we ran into the room, and we both just happened to run under the bed. Under the bed.
Get some nookie
under the bed.
And the big ass bed.
That's what I'm saying.
Under the bed. What the fuck?
Not
what
literally run under it, but like we was running into the room, and then we would crawl under the bed. So we crawled under the bed, and then I don't even know what possessed us, but we kind of had one of them little moments where you look and stare in each other's eyes, and then it's just like,
this nigga was in love.
Kiss me. And look, so I don't know if you ever seen Family Matters, but she looked like baby Gwendolyn. She had long hair, light skin. I don't even like light skinned girls like that. I like my melanin-filled queens.
Tonight Rivera.
But nah. So then we kissed, and then I guess it happened, and then we definitely like kept running in and out the room, trying to not make it look so obvious.
This nigga was trying to keep getting nookie.
She was giving me them kisses, so I was gonna keep kissing back. You hear me?
Oh my God.
But yeah. So we gonna go ahead and wrap things up, guys. So Sharvon, go ahead and take us out.
Okay, I'm gonna leave us with some words of inspiration in the health and fitness department. So remember that you guys cook for yourselves more often. It makes you eat less because you're dealing with all the food. You're smelling the aromas. You're working with it. So you eat less when you cook more. But never cook for these niggas, and that's spin.
And this is why I hate Sharvon.
And we're just gonna close it out. Bye, y'all.